Today we continue to talk about what is the model how to sell a property with maximum price in the shortest possible time. Last time we have mentioned that a few concepts. First concept is that there's a fair market price. It's a really the invisible line that is the fair market price that the property can able to sell. In theory, if you list that price, you probably sell within half day, no matter what the market condition is. So what is the definition of the fair market price? My definition, I think a definition is a buyer who's able, willing, and ready to make an offer. That price, it is the fair market price. Now, nobody know, and nobody possible to know, because when you list the property, you do not know who will make an offer or when that buyer who is willing, able, and ready to make the offer. So last time I'm talking about there's two ways you can testing what is the invisible market price. One way is to list the property at the lower or significantly lower than you think the fair market price is, and give the selling broker or the broker who bring in the buyer a much higher commission than average. So in the shortest possible time, a lot of agent will bring in a lot of buyer to beat the price up in the shortest possible time and to the fair market price. This time I tested, what about if I list the property in a higher than fair market price? See what happened and how I correct my mistake. Yes, this is a mistake, and I'm going to show you what other broker like me do and how they correct their mistake and how do I correct my mistake. Okay, let's say talk about me. How do I correct my mistake? By the way, my name is Frank. Here's my phone number. Here's my email, and here's the company I work for. Let's look at this property. The property is in Puyallup. Somehow I listed this year, last month, and I list the property at $485,000. That's the original listing price. And after, I think, about 1 month, about 3 weeks, and I talked to the seller, I think this method, it won't work. If you want to sell the property fast, we have to back to the original method that you list the property. Here's a fair market price. You list a significant lower, not significant higher, and then to test it, where is a fair market price. That way you can sell it at that price, fair market price, at the lowest possible time. Well, 2020 in September, October, August, June, May is the hottest market in that year. And Seattle, Puyallup is about 40 minutes away from Seattle. Seattle market is among the top market in the nation. So the seller listened to what I said and dropped the price from 485. Drop it. Let me make my picture lower, then you know see right here. from 485, you see that August 10, about 9 days later, he dropped 20,000. After drop the price in 20,000, there's more activity on the property. Before is about 1 sold or 2 sold a week. After just drop 20,000, there's about 3 or 4 sowing per week. I noticed that it worked, but not fast enough. So on the 2 weeks later, on August 27, now I approached the seller. I said, well, how do you want? I mean, what do you want? Do you want this the house fast, or you want to hand on it? And do you need money fast? And he said yes. Most of the sellers probably say yes. Some sellers say, well, I can hold on to it. I don't have to sell. I'm going to see what happened. Especially those property have a tenant in it. But this specifically, this property don't have a tenant. It's a vacant. And the owner want the money fast. So I say, well, we have to try the other method. There's only 2 methods to try. And drop the price dramatically lower than a fair market price. And I suggest him drop to 420. There's one option. Or even better, drop below 400. Why? Because sometimes the buyers search on the market, they will say, I only search up to 400,000. If your house was $1 higher than 400,000, it never sold up on their search radar. So I say, well, you need to drop to either 399, 995, or just drop it a little bit more to 398 to show you're sincere, not just play the numbers game. So this time he listened to me. So he dropped the price all the way to 398. And within 3 days, you can see that. Oh no, not 3 days. About 13 days is a pending. Now I'll tell you a story behind what 13 days is. We have the first week we have about 6 or 7 offer, about 4 or 5 offer. I take it back, and we pick one offer. But I will explain to you. I will get to the case study that one, and the agent who make the offer is finally we break up. I think within 1 day. I specifically tell you how to protect the property record. You can see that even though we break up, it doesn't have a sold record. It's a really clean record for the property. It's active, pending. I will explain to you later how I do that. Even though it's a make an offer, we accepting it. How legally we protect the house in a clean record. It's not like other property we show you later in the later studio video that become active, then pending, active, pending, active, pending. That's the record is really bad record. Once the new buyers see it, they will see that kind of record. They will suppress the price. Now look at my records, very clean. But anyway, after the buyer and seller break up within 1 week, then I continue. The property continue drawing a lot of offer. Finally, I have 14 offer, and I pick one. The seller trusts me enough and say, go ahead, pick one. And whatever you pick, I will trust you. So I pick one for them. It's supposed closing soon. But that is about roughly about 1 month ago, and is pending. So that's how I handle my. No, I cannot say it's an error. How to handle the property? You set the price, but now it sells slowly. That's how I handle it. Drop the price low dramatically, not slowly, and drop it down. And also, like before, I give the selling broker commission. This time is a 4% right here, 4%. That's why it brings a lot of interest in the shortest possible time. If you give a 2.5%, yeah, eventually sell it, but not as short as possible time. You can bring so many buyers, so many people interested in the property and beat the price back up. Now, finish this one. Let me show you another broker in the same situation. He or she thought the property at that price, but not able to sell, not able to generate enough interest. How he or she do it, and what is the result? The property here is this. The property. Let me move my camera down so you can see it. It's a nice big office building downstairs and the residential upstairs, and that is in a city called Republic, Washington, and the house address is 600 South Clark Avenue. Let's look at what happened. Well, I need to move my picture too, the camera too. Okay, move here. You can see the property lease in May 18 listing right here, and listing 440. And about 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, it dropped 5,000. In the 3 weeks, it's just like me. It probably not enough interest, not enough selling. So the agent do not try to be, do not honest tell the client. Probably afraid because the client can fire him. He probably try to be careful. So he dropped the price slowly. Therefore, he think that way we are not able to lose money. Maybe drop 5,000 if the buyer comes in, and well, you don't have to drop 10,000, right? If I drop 20,000, what if the client, next buyer comes in, and he could have got the property only if I drop 5,000, then you lose extra money. You don't have, not necessarily drop further. So that's what he think. So he drop slowly the price. Guess what happened? Same thing in this year, this same years. May, this in 400, May 18, 440. 6 June, June 4, drop 5,000. July, drop 5,000. August, drop 5,000. September, drop 5,000. October, drop 5,000. It speaks for itself. Why not drop from the May, drop to, like me, and drop to 398, sells it? Well, probably that property have a rental. So the seller do not need the money. How is it? But here's my argument. If you want to sell the property on the market, yet you're not so eager to sell it and try to draw the times on, why not wait until you really want to sell it? If the buyer comes in and look at your property, look at your record from active, and drop 5,000 each month, the buyer may be saying, well, I maybe wait for a few more money, drop 5,000 each month, and if I wait until 6 more months, then you probably drop what, 30,000? Well, wait then. They're probably too long, but maybe I wait for 1 more month, then you drop 410. Well, maybe I wait for 1 more month, then drop 405, and maybe wait for 3 months, it drop to 395. You give a buyers that image that you're not professional. You do not know what you're doing. And you also give them the pattern that they can, well, wait is good. Or if you wait, you are able to get the price lower. But look at my price. Drop to 465. No. Okay, I drop 398. Boom. Sell it. Actually, within the one and a half week. Again, 1.5 week, we have a 2 started offer, 14 offer. Basically, I can show it probably within 1 week, or I think 1.5 week. All right, today I show you how to list the property on the opposite way, and it doesn't work well. So how I correct my mistake is I drop the price dramatically after I talk to the seller and I consult with him how he's supposed to be honest, be professional, be stand on the best interest for the seller. That's how I suggest you. That's how I recommend you to do if you want to sell the property. And the seller this time again listen and make the property sold. And on the other hand, this agent, he has a habit to drop 5,000. The price actually almost close enough. I think the price is close. I'm at 485. He's at 440. He dropped 5,000 each month. Today is October 4. Now he's still not able to sell the property yet. Thank you for watching, and I probably have a time. Then I can tell you one property. It lists in the best location. Beautiful house. So nice house. I will show you the picture. Let me see, I can find you the picture. Let me see. So I can find it. Oh, this is the house picture. Nice house, nice picture. And leased by top agent. And the legend is on the show on Netflix. It's a TV show. And she could not able to sell the property after 3 months. That's my next tutorial. All right, thank you for your time, and I appreciate it. If you want to contact me, my phone number is 206-395-4486. See you next time.